Hey guys, and CSPan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy update videos. This will be going up on Monday, January 28th, 2019, and we'll have covered the week of January 21st through 27th. So this has actually been a very eventful week, with most of those events occurring on the PS3, as you can see from those top 3 games. So I worked on 5 total games this week. The first one I was working on is Fallout 76, which is now nearly at 4% platinum obtained on PSN profiles, which is a little bit surprising, even though it's still well under 1% on here. Basically, I just continued working through the story for the most part. I got 2 trophies in this game this past week. I got Bunker Buster, which is a story quest, and I'm on, I think, the last objective of one of us, so I'll probably go and get that tonight after I finish recording this video, because I always record these on Sundays so they can go up Monday. Officer on Deck, I think, is 2 story quests after one of us. Like, there's one in between one of us and Officer on Deck. And then, of course, there's the final mission, I Am Become Death. Otherwise, I also finished the Monster Mash event, which was a very pretty easy event, and it's definitely a good way to try to level up a little bit. And get some gear and stuff. So it's over in the Watoga, I believe it is, high school, and it was a pretty simple event. You just have to kill a bunch of ghouls while running around and collecting candy. You were supposedly it was being used pre-war for the kids to go around and beat up the teachers to steal candy from them, and then put it into like a randomized loot box style machine that would give them a random prize. And you can even find like a holotape of a parent complaining about the immorality of the situation because it promotes gambling through random loot. That was actually hilarious listening to that. Still missing Scorched Earth, which once again I'm still shocked at the completion of it compared to some of this other stuff, that it has a higher completion than Queen of the Hunt, which can be a little bit difficult but not too bad. Monster Mash and Breach and Clear are both easy, so that's kind of surprising. Then we still have the multiplayer trophies. I still need to find a friend to do those with. I need all of them pretty much except for 1 kill. Like, I already got the trophy for killing 1 person, but I still need to do all the other stuff. But that should be easy to grind out and boost in a day. The 20 magazines is... I know how to do it. Like, I've seen videos of what you can do, that you can just quit, or you can pick up a magazine, then like quit out of the world and jump back in, and it should respawn if the server hopping still works. So that really shouldn't be too hard. I think I've read 1 or 2, and I have like 2 or 3 more in my inventory. So I'm sure I can get that eventually. That one shouldn't be too hard, just a little bit of patience required. Level 100, still taking forever, but we're going to see where I am once I finished all the other trophies aside from that, and probably Scorched Earth. This one is actually not what I thought you have to do. You actually have to get hit by the nuke. You can't just go into the irradiated area afterward, because I tried that because someone hit Watoga, or not Watoga, the White Springs Resort while I was there. And I hid out inside the bunker there because I was planning to just go scavenge in the area afterward. And as it turns out, going into it afterward doesn't unlock the trophy. You actually have to die from the nuclear blast. So, good to know. Good to know. Now I know exactly what you have to do, so won't be a problem. I'll just have to wait. I've got probably 40 terminals hacked, so pretty close to that. I'm sure I'm getting kind of close to the caps because it's not it's cumulative to where you don't have to have 10,000 at once. The multiplayer trophies, like I said before, and of course the final story mission. So definitely making good progress on that. Then I started up SpiderMan on Wednesday. Absolutely loving this game so far. I see why everyone liked it. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's a pretty easy platinum trophy overall. It comes out to be like a 2 to 3 out of 10. I would say probably about a 3 out of 10 because I'm not as used to this kind of combat game. But just the writing and the dialogue and stuff is perfect. It's so much fun to play. So I'm definitely enjoying this game a lot so far. I've only gotten a handful of trophies so far. I got all the surveillance towers active so you can see the entire map. Fisk is like the first trophy you get in the game. He's the first boss you beat pretty early on. This one, I'm not exactly sure what you do to unlock it, but I got it. It looks like it's pretty much unmissable. This one is just like a challenge type thing. It's pretty easy. You'll get it through natural progression. upgrade, natural progression, perfect dodge, 10 attacks I think is pretty much natural progression as well. And then collecting 5 backpacks, I still have quite a few more to find, but overall, pretty easy trophy set, so nothing too much to worry about for the main game. Then you have to complete the game a second time on New Game Plus on Ultimate, and then all the DLCs, which I'll be doing once I finish the main game. So I think the DLCs end up being like a 4 out of 10, so they're a little bit harder, but still not too bad. XMen Destiny. So it's been a while since I've played a really crappy movie tie-in game, especially a PS3 one. So you're probably wondering why I'm doing this one. Well, for one, it is a fairly easy platinum, but more importantly, the game starts with X. X is the first letter of X-Men. So because of that, it will satisfy the requirement of having completed a game starting with X on PSN profiles, which means I am only going to be 1 letter away from platinuming the alphabet. I'll just have Z left, which I'm going to do Zero Time Dilemma at some point when I stop being lazy about it, because I have it on the Vita from when it went free a while back. So yeah, it's a fairly easy game. It's a 3 out of 10. It's 10 to 15 hours. It's awful, like a lot of movie tie-in games, and it requires 2 full playthroughs. Like your first playthrough, you side with one faction, either the Brotherhood or the X-Men, and the second playthrough, you do the other faction. So I did the Brotherhood first, and then I'll do the X-Men next playthrough, and get pretty much all these trophies through natural progression. These are... I think these will be natural progression if you do the other side of it, if you do the X-Men side, as well as that other trophy we saw before. That one's X-Men related, so all of those are going to come naturally after a second playthrough on the highest difficulty, because we have to complete the game on said highest difficulty, as well as medium, but they stack. Otherwise, we still have to fully level up all the powers, which might be a little bit grindy. This one I think I already have ready to do. I just need to do it because it's easy. I'm not exactly sure how you do this, but I don't think it's hard. The challenge missions, I've done 14 of them. I only missed 1 during my first playthrough, and it was because I didn't really know what I was doing in that particular challenge, so I didn't do it correctly. And then just a few grindy trophies for killing off enemies, but we'll see how much of this stuff unlocks through natural progression on a second playthrough. I mean, I played through the entire game, I think, in a day, so it's pretty quick and not too difficult at all, so that'll be good because I'll have an X on, or a game that starts with X on my list, which will just leave me with Z, because I've also already done a game that starts with a number, and I've done one that starts with like a weird symbol, like a Japanese visual novel game, and I've gotten all the other letters done, including like Q and Y, that are some of the harder letters to get, so that's kind of awesome. Then I was working on The Last of Us. I believe it was last week around this time that when I recorded the video that I had finished Grounded Mode. It was awful. Terrible, terrible experience. Do not ever want to do that again. Just some of the missions are just so blatantly unfair and were so clearly not designed to be in the game this way. Like, Grounded Mode was not designed to be in the game in the first place. It was a later DLC that I'm willing to bet Naughty Dog didn't really give any second thoughts to and just sort of put it in without really testing it to see how fair it was. Because that's what happened with Brutal Mode in the Uncharted remasters, although those were not Naughty Dog's fault. Those were whoever made the remasters put it in. Otherwise, though, we finished all of the trophies from Reclaimed Territories for Interrogation Mode, so completing a match on each of the 4 maps without dying and getting at least 3 downs or executions. So we got that done and the interrogation done, and I had already finished the ones for this DLC, but other people didn't have the interrogation trophies and stuff left. So pretty much this coming week, I think we're just going to boost the last 4 trophies that people might need, which are this one that I got through natural progression, or not natural progression, but just messing around on my own. But basically complete a game of Supply Raid and a game of Survivors on each DLC, not on each map, just in each DLC. Neither of those are difficult. We just have to search for the game mode and we will get it eventually. Nothing too hard there, so we'll finally be done with The Last of Us PS3 by the end of this week, which is awesome. And along with that, I'm hoping to be done with Dead Island Riptide by the end of this week, because I went back and finally played through this game again and did the... I was only missing 4 trophies plus the platinum, so the main ones that I was missing, this one, finish all quests in the game. I did it on my initial playthrough back in 2013, middle of 2013, but it didn't unlock because it's one of the glitch trophies. Today, though, or the day this is being recorded, it unlocked upon completing the mission where you... What is it that you do? It's like you go through the tunnel. It's like right after you go through a tunnel. And once you go through that, that's known to be one of the areas where the game can glitch out and not count something that happened previously. So it unlocked right after I completed that mission in the afternoon. So thankfully, that trophy's done. That was the one I was more worried about of the two that I was missing that had glitched on me. The other one that I'm missing is the collectibles because that also glitched on me. But thankfully, there's only 61 of them, and you can go back to every area before you hit the final mission. So that's not too hard. Unfortunately, I don't know which one glitched on me because they do carry over between playthroughs. But I don't know exactly which one glitched on me, so I'm just going to pretty much have to run through the game pretty quickly and eventually find it. I'll be recording a bunch of that and hoping to eventually find it. This is not that hard of a platinum, but it does require a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and then it also requires co-op play, if I can find that. Where is the other co-op trophy? This one, complete all the main quests cooperatively with any number of partners. So we ran through the whole game today in about 5 hours. Like we played it for, looks like 5 hours and 20 minutes straight and beat the entire story. So it's not that long and it's not really difficult, but we still beat it all in one day. And then you also have to get this one, mark 100 opponents for your co-op partner to kill. So neither of those are difficult, but we got those done today. So all I have left is the collectibles. So yeah, with that, level 63, 19%, 15,669 total trophies, 354 platinums, 1,962 golds, 3,959 silvers, 9,394 bronzes. So this coming week, I am hoping to work on some more of Fallout 76 and SpiderMan. But priority one for this week is going to be to finish The Last of Us PS3 and Dead Island Riptide, because I'm right there at the end. I think we're going to finish Last of Us, pretty much guaranteed to finish it, but it'll be either Friday or Saturday, so not until the end of the week. And Dead Island Riptide I'm going to try to finish up in the next couple of days because I'm just missing the collectibles. So that's all I have left for those games, and that's basically it for now on the old games I'm cleaning up. I also need to go back and do both The Division, start working on survival mode again, as well as Black Ops 1 is the other sort of first priority game I have on my list to try to finish up soon because it's the oldest Call of Duty game I have left to finish. And I'm hoping by the end of the year that I will be done with all the PS3 Call of Duty games except for Ghosts. Because if I can finish all the PS3 games except for Ghosts, that would be really good to prevent the risk of like server shutdowns and stuff in the future. So we'll see exactly what happens with that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you for the next one.